So several months ago, like literally several months ago in the summertime, Soap and Clay Kidlet number two told me what she wanted for Christmas. And I, looked at it. She even sent me a link to it. Like, here you go. This is what I want. And I'm like, cool, I've got a link. That's awesome. You just made my life so easy. Thank you so much for doing the thing. But I figured, since there was a link, it would be easy to find, right? And also, I did a great job, by the by, with the whole ordering of presents this year. Like, I got everything selected and done before December 1st, like everything ordered. Except for the one thing that she wanted, which it turns out you can only get from Japan, and the shipping time on that is impossible, really. And so that's kind of rough for me. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, poor little kid doesn't get exactly what she wants for Christmas. She'll survive. Here's the thing, she asked for literally one thing for Christmas. One thing. That's it. And that one thing is canned bread. I honestly, you cannot make this shit up. And so, yeah, I have been trying for 4 weeks to get canned bread, and I can't. And so, I really, really hope Santa comes through on this one because it has been a journey for sure. We are not making canned bread, although maybe I could. I'm just filling you in on what could go down in Soap and Clay Kidlet number two's history as the only time she didn't get what she wanted for Christmas. But I will tell you what technique we are tackling today in just a minute. And before I do that, I have to send you to an intro. So, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things. And you are here for week 6 of year 3. And today we are working with another technique, design idea, and a hack, really, at that, because we've done this before, but I found a cooler way to do it. And that thing is called curls and soap. Do you know what I mean? Like the soap curls that we've done before, and like, so you get like melt and pour, and you run it through your planer, and then you twist it up into a curly Q, and you put it into the, get it? And I've shown you that technique and what I do for that for one of my wholesale accounts, a drop in the ocean, before. I've done that. But it's always kind of a long process because you're making the melt and pour, and then you're cutting the melt and pour, and then you're curling the melt and pour. And that was kind of a lot. So this year I'm doing it different, like wildly different. And it has an extra cool bonus thing because she uses this as her New Year's Eve bar, right? Her end of the year wrap up. And so I was able to insert a little bit of extra magic that she doesn't even know about. So you guys get to know about it. And if she's watching the video, then she'll know about it. But I actually didn't tell her. Maybe I should have done. Anyway, let's get to the video and we can talk about all of that stuff. Whoa, I just start right out with the cool thing. Yeah. So the cool thing is I made the curls out of soap dough. But, that's not all. The soap dough that I used was actually a combination of all of the scrap, the end pieces that had been left over, extra bars, etc., from a Drop in the Oceans line. Everything that she stocks, everything that she did stock this year in her line, mashed them all together, laid them out on the counter, and, you know, in strips, different colors and stuff, and then rolled them all up and cut them down. It took almost no time to do that. I found it to be wildly easier than doing it the melt and pour way, because remember when we did that the first time for a drop in the ocean and we created a layered melt and pour bar, like loaf of soap, right? With all these different colors, and then took it to the planer and cut them down for curlicues, and then had to curl them quickly so they wouldn't, you know, separate between the layers and get too hard to actually curl. Yeah, that's actually a really long and kind of annoying process. But since I've been playing so much with soap dough and stuff in my effort to get rid of all of my existing soap dough, this didn't help me get rid of any more soap dough, but I had soap dough on the brain, so I created soap dough out of her old soaps. Yeah, so ultimately, I ended up having a much better time making the curls for this guy than I ever have for any curl soap thing that I've done. Because soap dough is by nature more pliable than melt and pour is, you know, because it's dough. It's like clay, like, you know, modeling clay. And so made it way easier to curl them up and do the thing. Made it way easier to, you know, put all the different colors and stuff together. Like, look at those curls. They're amazing. They're wildly different. They're different thicknesses. They're different sizes. I did different things with the way that I curled them. 10 out of 10. Very, very cool. And using soap dough made it super easy. So I made the soap dough by taking all of her soaps and shredding them with, you know, my cheese grater. And by cheese grater, I mean I put them in my food processor. I just don't know if that's a thing that we do as soap makers. Do you guys use an old food processor in the, you know, making of the soap thing? So, you know, if somebody's going to be big mad about that, don't come at me, bro, because I don't care. But yeah, I used a food processor. That is an overly large food processor that my mother-in-law gave me. And I don't need a food processor that big, so it's now in the soap shop. And I put them all into the food processor and, you know, cut them up into little teeny tiny pieces. And then I added some glycerin to all of that. And I'll be damned if soap that was made a year ago and is rock hard and crazy. I mean, we're talking about all kinds of different soaps here, right? Salt scrubs, shave bars, all the things going into, you know, hard soap going into this becoming soap dough. It does it. It doesn't matter how hard it is. Just shred it up real good, add a little bit of glycerin until it's pliable, and then do your thing. And then as a bonus, I get to include everything that she's ever done this year in this batch of soap, her end of the year soap, which is her champagne bar. So I found that really cool. I really should actually tell her about it though, because I forgot to do that. But yeah, this particular soap was way easier than any one of these I've ever done. Okay, and on to the cut. And I actually did not C-pop or gel this guy because, I don't know, I made it back in like August and she didn't need it until now. And so there wasn't any real reason to start firming it up faster, all the things. And also, I am realizing right now that we haven't done a slab pour in a very long time. And I am remembering why that I don't show this on the channel. Because I don't like watching it. Like, I already lived it, this whole tedious thing where I'm going to score everything out and then cut them with a crooked knife. Like, the knife blade itself is bent. I think we've talked about this. Also, the knife itself, the handle, it has been threatening to pop off for like, I don't know, 3 years. And yesterday, it freaking did. I was hacking into my coconut oil, you know, my big drum of coconut oil, and the handle popped off. So I probably need a proper cutter for this, but I don't have one. So, you know, I do this. And I hate this. This is the only thing I hate about slabs. But for this particular design, it's kind of necessary in order to actually get the effect across all sides of the bar, right? Because obviously you want the curlicues to show up. but also the sides. You want the sides to show the curlies and all of the things as well. And so effectively what gets done for a pour like this is I take the slab and I pour it double high. So I pour essentially 2 batches of soap into a slab wherein I would normally just pour 1. And so it's doubled up. It's just over 2 inches tall. And so then when we cut it, well, we're going to separate these chunks, top and bottom. So we're going to cut them in half again. And it's going to reveal the pattern on the inside. And that will be, your fun side of the bar. But also the top there, while it looks really weird, like I get it. Most of it cuts off when you're slicing through to reveal the inside design. But 2, it's nothing a planer won't take care of. And look how cute those are. I like this process of making the curls so much better than anything I've done. Oh, that one gives me the opportunity to see some of the really cool curls that I ended up with because of her scraps. But yeah, if it weren't for the whole I have to cut a slab, I would make a crap ton of those little curly Q soaps because I like this method much better than using melt and pour. But I don't have a cutter. Oh, it's also cool when that happens too, and a piece falls out of the outside. It's like a little handle for you to put your thumb in when you're using the bar of soap. It's very awesome. I'm always pro that. But yeah, no, I really, really think that this is a really nice hack for the embeds instead of using melt and pour. And to be perfectly honest with you, I guess the only reason I've never thought of it before is because I'm bad at things. Really? No, because I only use soap dough once in a great while. But since I've been on this weird soap dough kick for seemingly the last 4 months, I don't know, I guess I'm into soap dough right now. And that's cool. But yeah, do that. Use soap dough. I know so many sudsers that already always have a crap ton of soap dough lying around. So yeah, just do that instead of the melt and pour. And these will get cleaned up, the top part. So the tops of the bars, I'll just take those to the planer beveler before, they go to the end user. And by I will do, I mean I have done, because again, this was August when I made this and she just needed them now. So they all got planed and now they're gone. And look how cute that soap is. 10 out of 10. I'm saying that's probably my favorite curly Q soap thing that I've ever made. And I do that. Good hack. Look how cute they all are. Yay. And there they are, the new and improved curl soaps for a drop in the ocean shop.com's, New Year's Eve bar. So I think they're being sold right now. So if you want some, go get them. But yeah, wildly easier to do it with soap dough, for sure. It's much more pliable, easier to work with. And the extra bonus of I had all of her scraps, all of her end pieces from all of the soaps that she orders and keeps in her line, just available. So I made that into soap dough. It's amazing. I love that. It's like all of a drop in the ocean is in this one bar for this one time of the year. That's her end of the year wrap up. I really should tell her about that though. But yeah, to the rest of it, there was a little bit of cleanup that needed to be done on some of those bars, and that's just planing them down and or using the still, kind of fresh soap dough, soap batter, soap, and pressing it into any sort of nooks and crannies. They looked awesome. I love these bars so very much. And again, much easier than using the melt and pour for me, I think. But maybe not for you. At any rate, I hope you guys had a ton of fun today. Thank you to my sudsers for existing and being you. We are, I think, hopefully you guys are about a day or so away from just killing all orders, not shipping anymore. And you can sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some hot cocoa, and enjoy the next week because it's the holidays. It's the season. Not the damn season anymore. Yes. So, as I said, I'm out of here. I'm going to go check on, delivery tracking info for a package that is not coming. It's seriously not coming. Santa really needs to come through on this one. But I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.